Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I'm Alanville, and this is an OTC cast of Season 4, the Semifinals. I am one of the casters, Alanville, and my co-host is Ghastly. Hello, Ghastly.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
In for a bit of an exciting match this evening. I think because these teams are sort of closely related, Team Stella's the sister team of Rygen eSports, and I think there's going to be it's going to be quite explosive. I think we're going to see quite a lot coming out from both these teams just to prove a point to each other.
Definitely, I think similar in that case. So I hope that we go to all 5 maps because that will be really fun to go through with that. And cool. It looks like we are entering the first map, Nepal. So
yeah. I mean, from what I've seen from these teams previously, I imagine KNF's going to come out with the Tracer here, possibly a Pharah, but I think Tracer, and I'm really excited to see him pop off because I've seen him pull some big plays recently.
Definitely, that would be exciting, especially since Tracer is a bit weaker right now. To pull stuff off with Tracer makes it even more exciting now since her little nerfs. So,
I mean, also,
yep, go on.
Good. Well, as these teams are sort of quite closely, they're very familiar with each other. I imagine both of them know the capabilities of the other players, so I think they'll know what to expect from Rygen eSports. So Stella might be prepared for whatever KNF might bring, and the rest of the team.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, it looks like Rygen are going with the Pharah and a pharmacy combo even at that one, and the rest of the tank line looks like they were trying to pull people down into that little pit in the middle, and otherwise the McCree is a good help against the Pharah, I would say. And
yeah.
on the other, yeah.
They're definitely going for the boop comp. You can tell. They definitely want these guys to fall off the map. It's very much a meme thing, and I mean, between two sort of close teams, you expect them to have a bit of fun playing this match as well.
Yeah, definitely. So right now, they are already on the point, Stellar. Team Stellar is already on the point. They're moving on to that one. But still, we're seeing as Rygen is just trying to hold that high ground and put as much damage as they can onto the point. The hook unfortunately failed for Surge there a bit. Ooh. And oh, there's already a pull in there. KNF gets a kill on Violet. That is something. Oh, that was rough there. Just pulling down that shield and just going in. Violet gets back up, and Mercy Man goes down into that pit. Chico is now alone there, and doesn't look like he can really do much on that point. That was a bit of a surprise, to be honest.
That was a really sort of commanding initial fight coming from Team Stella, and that stagger onto Chico is really going to buy them some important time.
Yep. Oh, Designer gets the win on them. Orisa and Kira is going in there, taking a few shots, gets taken down now. And now it looks like Rygen are pushing onto the point really well there. And doesn't look like Team Stellar wants to have anything to do with that really. Violet was in a tough position there and just gets taken down.
The thing is, it's tough to really defend that point when you've lost your shield tank, the Orisa, who had to walk back for Team Stella.
Yeah, definitely that looks a bit rough there. Right now, they are trying to hold there, Rygen. Chico has a rocket barrage ready and waiting. Kiratos gets KNF. Oh, there is already a Riptire there. The Justice goes in there. And the Riptire, that gets off too, and the Riptire gets taken down. This looks like a rough fight right now for Team Stellar.
Yeah, what was interesting to watch there was Papoose tried to shoot a shield up into the air and let it fall, and because of that he didn't have a shield when his previous one dropped, and Surge was able to hook him right out, and that resulted in him dying, and it could have spelled disaster for Rygen eSports.
Oh, Stella switched it up now. They're not going with the Risa anymore. Designer switched over to the Reinhardt. Oh, that was a good shot from Carrot. Kira toss to Big Boy. Yeah,
And a good hook.
Oh, and then another KNF gets a good shot there as well. But Kira toss gets rezzed up. So right now, it looks like they are commanding the point right now. Nipple gets that kill. Right now, it really looks bad for them. Reinhardt isn't really helping them as much as I think they thought it would. The whole hog gives definitely a lot of work. The Risa has a supercharger ready. Chico has a rocket barrage ready, and Big Boy has a transcendence as well.
Presently, Rygen eSports don't really look like they're stressing too much, and for Team Stella, they not only have to sort of win a team fight, but they gotta make it out with enough people to capture the point.
And it's getting close. The Justice gets one there and does good damage. Gets a second one in the end. And this looks like this will be the point for Rygen eSports. They don't reach the point anymore, no. It kind of looked awkward. The first fight went so well for Team Stellar, and after that it just broke down the whole... Every fight after that just broke wrong for them, and Rygen just took more and more of the fights.
Yeah, you could really see that. And I really expected a little bit more from them. I think they struggled to deal with that very holding composition that Team Rygen was using, where you force people to have to fight you at close range, but you take so much damage getting there, and you sort of invest so many resources into closing that gap, the distance between the two teams, that by the time you get there, you just don't have what it takes to handle a full fight. And I think that's what Rygen were pulling off quite well. They were handling that well.
Definitely, that looked like that was the case. And Chico switched over to the Doomfist for this point. Niffle went on to the Zarya, and they have a Reinhardt now as well. So this could get interesting. And Caritas went on to the Reaper. Against this comp, this could work out quite well. Oh, except the Reaper goes down first. Big Boy went a bit too far there and got taken down for his... Chico's going off, and with the Doomfist is now in the backline, just moving around there, taking Violet as well now, and Niffle gets Designer, and this looks like a point take for Rygen right now. Yep, there's the cleanup for them.
By the time Team Stella actually turned around to deal with the Doomfist, the KNF on Hanzo had already swapped around to pressure their supports. I don't think they were alert enough. As soon as Kira dropped to the Doomfist, they probably should have turned around and handled that.
Yeah. That looked like it was a bit off there with the communication. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, stuff like that happened, to be honest. Oh, KNF gets Zipper instantly there. Wow, that was quite fast. Doesn't look good for them right now with one support down already. They're not getting real rest up. Pico is going in, and there was the Doomfist. The Dragon Strike goes out. Violet gets taken down by KNF. And it still looks a bit rough. Chico is going in. Don't go in the room with Chico there. The Doomfist, that does hurt too much. It doesn't really look good for them, and they have to pull back again. Oh, there's the Meteor Strike. They get anybody. Mercy's caught off a bit. Can Cole just get out of there? Nope, unfortunately not. Kurai Toss gets Chico, and it looks like they're trying to now push back, but I think they overextended there a bit and lost too many people, Rygen, over there.
I think they got a little bit greedy and a little bit arrogant. I think they let their momentum force them into... Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Big pick from KNF.
Yeah, KNF gets two there. Oh, and Purpose just gets another one. Chico gets another one, and they still hold the point, even though they were down a few members there. That was quite surprising, that turnaround.
Had Team Stella maybe been a little calmer when they'd sort of gained the upper hand in that fight, I think they would have had much more success moving on to that point.
Stella needs to get on the point, otherwise it's a 2-0. Oh, and there's a Dragon Strike in the middle of their push. This could be dangerous, yeah. Taking two down, KNF already. There's one person there on the point. Oh, they got his Graviton there, but there was a Transcendence as well, and Surge looks like he's on his own there. I guess gets taken down, and that will probably be the point in the map right now.
That was
Rygen
that
won
was a
that
very
one.
commanding victory from Rygen eSports.
Definitely.
They never looked too shaky at many points, and I think they really played well.
Oh, let's see. Was that the pull off? Yeah, that was the pull. That was one kill. Then nice shield deploy there, gets sweetly damage boost, and that knockoff there from the Lucio gets counted for him as well. Wow.
No, that was very, as we said earlier in the cast, that was a really good opening point capture for Team Stellar, and
Yeah.
I think they need to sort of figure out what went right there and build on that.
Yep. And now the teams are I think they will now decide what the next match is. So right now it is going well, and we are just waiting a bit for the teams to decide, and I think there is a little bit of a disconnect because one of the players just had to restart the game. But right now it's going quite well, and we are going on to the next escort map, and we just have to wait till the teams decide. And otherwise, it was a good matchup. Rygen commanded on the second map, definitely, and otherwise, Stellar showed a good start, but yeah.
Yeah, Rygen really sort of showed us why they were sort of the favorites coming into this, and I mean, judging by their past 5 matches, they've only dropped 1 map.
Yeah.
So I think Team Stellar had a bit of a task going into this game, but we saw flashes of brilliance from them on each point in those maps, and they just need to figure out what worked well and sort of to build on that. And if they can sort of figure out that the key to that, they'll perform really well in the coming maps.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I think this will just be a reset for them, and then just put that aside and just think about it now as for them a best of, let's say, 3. They can't lose 2 more maps in that way, so that's just how they have to work around it, to be honest.
Well, the next map coming out is Junkertown, and we saw
Oh,
some really good Widow plays from Team Stellar on Nepal. So hopefully they can sort of capitalize on that, use that strength of theirs that they clearly have. Maybe just put a little bit more effort into shutting down Chico, who was really manhandling them a little bit, first as Farah, then as Doomfist. And I think they might need to babysit the support a little bit, just dedicate another resource or two to ensuring that they make it to the point and they make it to the fight with their full 6 players, and then they'll start seeing results in these maps.
yeah, definitely that would be. And since we're going to Junkertown, it would be anyway a funny little thing. Probably even we'll see a pirate ship, as far as we know how the meta around Junkertown is.
Yeah, you know, pirate ship, 2 snipers. It's a favorite. It's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely crowd favorite. That is the thing, yeah.
And I
But
mean,
yeah, go on.
no, go ahead, dude.
But it's just the thing that I think it's kind of boring that it's all the time the same thing. I would love to see more different combinations like we see on a lot more maps instead of just going with the pirate ship every time.
Well, what I love about escort maps specifically, sort of Junkertown coming up, in your first point, you're working with big, wide open spaces. Point 2, you're working with a lot of verticality. So there's lots of high ground, low ground, lots of hidden alleys to go through. And then on the third point, it's sort of, there is some open space, but there's also lots of verticality. So it sort of mixes the two. And I think that allows for very flexible team compositions. And I think the real strength of a team is how they adapt to each situation and how their composition adjusts with each point on top of countering what's being thrown at them. And I think that's how you can really determine how together they are, their communication level. So them showing that off to us will give us, you know, I'm not too familiar with these teams, so it'll give me personally a bit more of an understanding into how they play and hopefully produce results.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to see something like a May going in. So get in the defense, because I just love the idea with the wall pushing the Bastion up and just shooting it down during that time and all that stuff. It's just fun.
Cool. Looks like we're going to Junkertown.
And we're going into Junkertown. This will be fun. And let's see if Team Stellar can rebound from that unfortunate mishap on Nepal and just move forward with this one.
I think they can take Nepal as just warming up to the game. Sort of feeling the other team out, realizing that Rygen aren't really going to hold anything back, despite whatever history there may be. I mean, I saw a couple of plays that looked to be a little silly, more as a sort of play you'd do against a friend than necessarily as serious a game. But Rygen came here to win. They came here to take the season. I don't think they're going to really allow Team Stellar anything. Team Stellar's going to have to claw for whatever they are going to get in this game.
Well, I would be disappointed if we're in the semifinals and one team doesn't want to win it at this point. I would be sincerely disappointed with them if they just went in with just let's have fun and not just try to win it all if we're in the semis.
Yeah, of course.
You've destroyed enough team dreams to be here, honestly.
Exactly. The teams that are at this level of the season, at this stage, you expect them to try their best and to put on the best show they can. I'm really excited to see how Rygen eSports are going to come up against the double sniper sort of ground composition, because most of the resources are going to be dedicated to keeping Reinhardt and Zarya alive. That's the two supports and the two tanks are going to be the focal point, and they're just going to slow Rygen down with the snipers.
Yeah, definitely, that looks like possible. So right now they move on to the payload. Oh, they're going with the Torbjorn instead of a Bastion. This is a bit interesting, to be honest. So the payload is moving forward. Oh, that was a nice hook there from Niffle. Surge still survives. Kiratos just gets a pick on KNF, and Torbjorn went down as well. It's going nuts. So they're getting the picks, but still the payload's moving forward. It's not how it should work out, to be honest. Designer's trying to push into that one. Surge is in the background, taking down I Am a Mercy main, and that looks like this could be the end of that push right now for a moment.
That also underscores the failings of the double sniper comp, whereas the only people brawling are your two tanks. You can't, just based on the hero kits, they can't get more people into that fight. So it could be worth them swapping off one of the snipers.
Which they did, actually.
I meant from Team Stellar's side, sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, they're still on that note. Oh, there's the Dragon Strike. Doesn't get anybody down, look, but zoned off a bit. Oh, Designer with the Earth Shatter gets two. Oh, takes one down. Oh, falls for getting Niffle as well. And right now it looks like still Stellar are getting the picks they need. And it looks quite nicely. And oh, there are the picks, and they hold the payload for now. That's surprising, actually.
I think Stellar had a really good defense there. It didn't look like it was going to go their way, but they really pulled it through. And I mean, an important pick from Kira, quite an important Earth Shatter from Designer, and I think it might not be appreciated as much, but quite a solid zoning Dragon Strike from Violet.
Oh, Chico gets Zipper. Wow, Chico is behind the enemy lines, to be honest. This could get interesting now. Let's see if Chico can get... Oh, they get two already. This doesn't look so good for Team Stellar right now. Oh, there's the third, fourth, and the fifth there, and that should be the point right now. So they get at least 1 point on the map right now. They'll probably get more with 4 minutes on the time bank and 3 ults ready. Oh, Violet takes down KNF there. Can Mercy Man get a res? Oh yeah, they get a res after Chico went in and killed 2 there. Whoa. Whoa. That is surprising. And all of that without a Dragon Strike. Dragon Blade, I mean. Oh. Looks like my partner is gone for a moment. Let's see. So they're moving in there. Let's see. River's pushing up there. Designer's trying to take down a bit more with the hammer. But still moving forward. KNF gets a pick on Curiatos there. Chico still goes in the back line, but I Am Big Boy gets a Mythal, and there is a Graviton there. Can they do anything with that? No, they can't, because the Transcendence is in there as well. And they pick off everybody, and the payload's still moving forward. And let's see. The payload's still moving forward. I'm a bit sorry about the lack of analysis right now, but honestly my partner just kind of went missing here, so I'm now with you right now, for a bit. And let's see, they're just pushing forward. Chico still has a Dragon Blade ready and waiting for them, but Zipper has the Transcendence ready as well, so this could be interesting for this one. And let's see, they're just moving forward. The payload is moving there. I think Team Stellar are waiting for a moment to just move in there and take their shot. There is a Dragon Strike from Violet. Can it get anybody? No, but it zones off again. This could be helpful. Designer has an Earth Shadow ready. Nipple goes into the backline. They take down Zipper. With that, the Transcendence is gone. Chico goes in with the Dragon Blade, takes instantly down Curatos, gets a second one. And then just gets hit by the Earth Shadow, and Violet just takes the shot to finish off Chico there. And this is getting really interesting right now. So it looks like Stellar are going to hold this point for the moment. It's taking him down, and that should be a hold for right now. So let's see how this one really goes now, since Stellar is holding on there. And we're just moving forward, and we just see them moving in there. So right now, Rygen is looking for the next fight, and Purpose has an ult ready. So a supercharger should be ready. They could use it. Yeah, they use it instantly. Can they get anything out of it? Even though the supercharger is quite open. Oh, the McCree got lucky there. Almost rolled into that Reinhardt charge there. That could have been deadly if that would have happened. And now they're just cleaning up. Right now, Niffle takes down 2, and now they're just pushing on to the point. It's taken down, and that looks like the payload is reaching the second. It's the full point there. So that was quite a good push there. Even without the Bastion, they did quite some work there.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Yes, one of my kittens kicked out my internet.
Stuff happens, stuff happens.
Okay. Push to the end with 2 minutes 21 seconds remaining.
Yep.
What was the final point like? And the second point? I don't see that.
So they got the Zen in between. So and then they took advantage of that one, that Chico could jump in with the Dragon Blade and take down a few with that one during the last point. They still halted that push a bit more on the third point, but the second point was just running through there, and the third just was one hold, and then they put down a supercharger and somehow just annihilated them with the damage they had.
So 2 minutes 21 seconds. I mean, for Junkertown, that's pretty good, because a lot of teams struggle on that third point. It can be really hard to push that last bit. I feel like it's a bit easier to defend than attack. That's an opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks like Team Stellar are coming out with a more solid, more traditional pirate ship here. Normally you'd see the Roadhog instead of the Diva, and probably a Mercy over the Honor. But I think this might have more success than the Torbjorn.
Yeah. Well, they gave up the Torbjorn idea pretty fast, to be honest.
Yeah.
One try, and then just threw it out there and said, okay, we're going to do it normally. And it worked out for them quite well. Okay,
let's see if they can handle the Doomfist again.
Yep. Doomfist, that was a problem last match. And Doomfist
KNF
is waiting
flanking.
for a shot. Yeah. Chico is looking to get in the back line. They are flanking quite hardly. Oh, they got the Bastion with the charge! Bastion is quite a ways away from them there. And now it's just breaking down there. That was a team kill. That went quite fast. Just putting the Bastion out of commission, and then everybody else fell for that one.
See, what I noticed on the first point when Team Stellar were defending is as soon as that Zenyatta dropped, it feels like a bit of the communication in the team gets lost. And sometimes you notice people not being as confident and sort of not communicating as effectively just by the way they position themselves. So I think it's important for them to sort of keep cool heads when something gets thrown in.
Definitely. So Chico's in the backline already again. Oh, there's the Earth Shatter there as well. And they're just cleaning it up again. Looks like it. Cold just got put down there, and then they clean up the rest again. Wow, this is getting awful hard for them right now. KNF has a pulse bomb ready. Big Boy has the Transcendence ready, and I'm a Mercy main has a Valkyrie as well. Chico's close to the Meteor Strike as well. It doesn't look well for them right now. They switched over to a triple support lineup now.
I think they really need to put effort into dealing with the Doomfist, and you can see that they've done so. With the Brigitte and the Roadhog.
Okay. But Chico's already in the back line again. Looking for the Mercy. Looking for Coldress again. Meteor Strike? Doesn't get anybody, but Coldress is in a bit of an awkward position there. Gets taken down. Violet is still surviving, trying to hold on there, but you can do so much just as Brigitte, and she gets taken down as well. It looks like that. You're kind of right about that, with the communication breaking down a bit and that the positioning gets off. So that would probably mean that that's a shot caller, and if they take that person down, they just don't have the vision they need to have normally.
Well, I mean, from experience, that's usually the role you'll see from the Zenyatta. The Zenyatta player will generally... Oh, 2 big picks.
2 picks,
Team
wow.
Stellar.
That's surprising, actually, over there. This could be their chance right now to get something over with that. Nice shield there for Puppers there. Oh, gets charges back now, Designer. But still, I don't think that's the right position where you want to be right now as the Reinhardt. Nope, unfortunately isn't that one. But now they're getting the picks they finally need. Oh, the Earth Shatter for Zipper. This is Zipper's life there, unfortunately. Violet and Surge have to take care of that now. The rally's out there. Surge goes off the cliff now with the Reinhardt. It doesn't look good, but at least the Tracer goes down, and it looks like they get the push now.
Yeah, I think they're in a pretty good position. If you jump on the point, you're in a bit of trouble, and if you don't, Kira's really gonna pressure you.
Definitely. But right now, okay, the Valkyrie is out now. The Graviton is there as well, but the Transcendence is now to counter that one. Oh, the Earth Shatter there as well. This could get interesting now, but the counter Valkyrie is out as well now. There's a charge. Puppers is going over the cliff there. Whoa! Barely over the cliff, but the supports are now a bit in a precarious situation, but KNF is there as well. The Earth Shatter gets 2 there. Can they still get Mercy Mates trying to get off a res? Unfortunately, doesn't get it and gets killed in the process as well. There are 2 left now. 3, okay. The Tracer's doing work. KNF is still doing work, trying to hold as good as he can, but doesn't work out, and they take that point barely in overtime.
I mean, that was almost Rygen's victory there, and Chico, just with his plays, really unlocked that point for them. The way he jumped on the Widowmaker from the top there, across the map.
Definitely, that was a good amount of work there. But the Ryans are doing work here with their charges on the first point, with pushing people off and that stuff. Opens up quite a pathway, to be honest, for both teams. Chico looking for an opening there, not really getting what he wants, probably. Violet has a rally ready. Purpose wins the Reinhardt 1v1, and Chico gets Coldress, and this could be a problem right now for them. They need to back off, otherwise they'll just feed off more Earth Charge. So this has to be a reset right now. Oh, Violet gets hooked in now, barely makes it out there again. Now they're sort of regrouped, now they have to get back into that one.
See, this was like a half regroup, and unfortunately, Team Stellar don't exactly have the time to waste by not doing a full reset. You know, once you get to this point here, when you've got 1 minute 15 to push the point, you really need to use all the time you have efficiently.
Oh, KNF with the pickoff on the Widow there. That was nicely done. But Cole just gets off the res. Oh, the Earth Shatter hits 2. It's 2. Wow, that was surprising actually. I thought that wouldn't hit nobody, but that was weird with the shield there. There's a Transcendence now from Iron Big Boy. And now they're fighting in the Transcendence. It feels kind of weird to do that the whole time. Designer charges in, misses everybody, and now they're just pushing in the Valkyries there as well. Niffle looks like he's in a rough place there. Gets taken down, and looks like the payload's going a bit more forward, even though KNF is doing his best to stop them. Iron Mercy May went down as well now, and this is really rough. KNF is holding on as good as he can, and that is enough for him now.
I think they're putting a lot of eggs into the Kira basket, and with the rest of the team composition just doing what they can to create the space Kira needs to get the picks, because he really is showing a dominating side of Widowmaker.
Definitely. Will the payload still reach the point? They still need to stay by the payload. Chico can't really contest it as a Widow. And there now Niffle gets in there. Oh, gets the whole hog off to Cold Dress. This could be the problem. That Earth Shadow was quite good, but unfortunately there was nobody there. And now the Transcendence is in there, and fight looks a bit rough right now for Stellar. The Earth Shadow hits unfortunately nobody. But Zipper and Surge are the only ones left right now. Surge is trying to hold on there with the whole hog now trying to separate. Violet gets in there barely. Gets taken down as well, and that is the point for Rygen. And we are now at 2-0 for Rygen eSports.
So one of my issues. Oh, I'll continue after this play.
Okay. Alright now, oh, that hook unfortunately didn't hit, but just puts in some loading there. Hits another one. Oh, whoa, just putting in the damage with those shots.
2 beautiful right clicks.
Yeah.
So what I do feel about this last map was, one thing I'm noticing from Team Stellar is they don't seem to be as flexible with their heroes. As they don't seem to be as flexible as Rygen are, who seem to be able to change whenever they notice a problem. So I'm curious to see how they're going to evolve from those last 2 maps. You know, they got to sort of go all or nothing, maybe pull out those surprise strategies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it's right now a 2-0 for Rygen. And let's see how this one will go right now. So right now, Team Stellar are sitting on the elimination right now. They have to work hard for that one.
Yeah. And then Team Stellar picks a map. Okay. So they banned Blizzworld. Now we're just waiting on
Okay.
Team Stellar. Yeah, I think Rygen are really showing quite a purposeful performance. They're really not giving Team Stellar too much, and Team Stellar, I feel, are just having 1 or 2 issues that they need to sort out, just with regards to just with regards to communication and sort of keeping your calm and just having a shot caller manage everybody's, maybe not necessarily emotions, but manage how they feel in the game, and just keep everybody calm, level-headed, so you can follow instructions better, so you can follow a game plan. And I just get a bit of a vibe that Team Stellar aren't nailing that as well as Rygen are, but also Rygen aren't really being called upon to handle that as much, because they don't seem to be having as many sort of pushbacks as Team Stellar are.
So looks like both teams are ready. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're going into King's Row now. Do you think we'll see something fun as they did in the Overwatch League, the Gladiators, that they do this kind of sneaky strategy?
I mean, I hope so. That would be a dream to watch, but I'm fairly confident Kira's gonna open with a defensive Widow. This is a nice Widow map for the first point. This map, defensively, Roadhog's really great on the first point, but I think in the Streets phase, this is just Zarya's playground. So you're really going to want to, especially if Chico's going to run Zarya, you're really going to want to have a Zarya versus Zarya, otherwise you'll just get rolled.
Oh, I hope Rygen is going through with this. They just need one more tank. I love this that kind of lineup if they really go for that. I hope they do.
They'll probably go for Reinhardt here, but if they are doing the Gladiators strat, then they'll definitely be taking Reinhardt, and I Am Mercy main would chill in spawn. But no, maybe they're doing the goat strat, the 3 supports, 3 tanks, and a main. Oh, they're attacking. I'm not going to call their strategy. They're going to change that 1,000 times before the match starts. Let's talk about what Team Stella are bringing. They're really looking to hold the point. They're not looking to give any ground to Rygen supports. The Junkrat's really going to hurt them in that choke. I think that's probably why they had the Lucio and the Moira, just to get the speed and then distribute enough healing to survive that Junkrat burst damage. And then Violet's just got to pick any stragglers off, just get whatever picks he can.
Yeah.
But they've showed us some sort of strong defensive holding in periods throughout this match, so hopefully they can just call on more of that.
Yeah. And Stellar has to do something this map, or otherwise they are out of it, unfortunately for them. Oh, Violet gets an instant pickoff on the Brigitte. I'm Mercy Man. Wow, that's surprising actually. KNF is going in there, just getting tossed up through the air. And looks like they're just backing off after they lost 3 members there. It should be a reset right now for them. And just regroup there. That was quite a quick fight there. Just put in a lot of damage from that Junkrat.
And we have 2 ultimates almost on the side of Team Stella.
Yeah. And Junkrat gets another pick off. Oh, there's the Riptide already. What will the Riptide do? Gets the Reinhardt, and oh, the Moira has to pay for that one, that the Reinhardt went down there. Just looks awful right now for Rygen. Looks like they are kind of prepared, Team Stellar, for this map, specifically, with how they're playing it.
Team Stella are getting a bit greedy, and now they're going to pay for that. Both the DPS and Roadhog down.
Oh, the Earthshadow! Whoa, that was a bot! And oh, the Drag Strike! Whoa, that was a work there. That was working quite well there. That was amazing there. KNF doing what he can, just doesn't do enough with the whole hog, and Surge cleans up that point right now. But that Earthshadow Dragon combo, mwah.
Massive play from Designer and Violet. That completely turned that point around for them.
Yeah, definitely. Loved it. And no wonder Violet is on fire right now, let's be honest.
Both teams fairly even on ultimates, except for who's got an Earth Shatter coming down. Let's see if he can get the value that Designer got out of his.
Yeah. But they have to be careful. Zipper is almost there with the Transcendence. Oh, Zipper gets Chico there! And they have a Transcendence ready. Violet gets our big boy. Cool. Oh, there's a charge now for Purple. Oh, takes down Kiraitas. Wow, that was hard for them. And now, Violet takes down Mercy main there with as a Brigitte. Wow, that was surprising that Violet as a Hanzo did that, even though it was so close there.
I'm really shocked that Kira got charged like that. You know, that Reinhardt really seemed to creep up on them when I think it was quite clear that they were there.
Well, Drag Strike takes down the Mercy! They get a second pick off there. There's the other Drag Strike. That zones off quite well. The Transcendence is now what's kind of holding them together. It's over now, and now they have to back off and just getting killed off as they try to retreat there. And this looks like Rygen will take this point, so they go into the escort phase.
Team Stellar can be happy with the amount of time that they held for. Just under 3 minutes, you know. Sorry, they held for just over 3 minutes. That's commendable.
Oh. KNF with 2 picks there. Oh, they get a 3rd pick. They're pushing forward. And the poor little Mercy just has to sit in the back and wait with the payload moving forward. Oh, she's even dancing a little bit. Oh, that's cute.
This is another situation of not grouping up correctly, not doing a full reset. You know, you don't get to reorganize yourselves, and now people are getting caught out, and now they're just going to lose valuable time.
Yeah. As much as they did good for the first part, where they took so much time off of Rygen, now they're just gifting it kind of back as they're playing right now. Designer with the Earth Shatter, that is a question. I wouldn't have done it in that place, but yeah.
But look where the rest of his team is, you know, he's not getting the support.
Yeah.
I mean, he was maybe overextending.
Strike. Oh. Is a good zoning one. There's a Riptire now as well. Gets 2! And they get a 3rd pick there with Violet. Surge gets the 4th, 5th, 6th. That is it for that push right now. Now Rygen get to regroup, but they have 3 ults ready. They have a Graviton and the Dragon Strike ready. Even the Earth Shatter. They have to be careful now, Team Stellar, what they do with this one.
Yeah, and I think looking at the current ultimate economy difference, Designer's got to be a little upset that he threw away that Earth Shatter.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there, yeah, definitely. Chico gets a pick on Violet. That's a good start for them. See, there's the Graviton, and there's the Dragon, and oh, you feel bad just seeing that every time. And that looks like this will be the 2nd point for Rygen.
The thing is, that combo really only has 1 counter.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that available, you're just helpless.
Yeah. That's definitely a thing. Well, unfortunately they didn't have the Transcendence ready at that point. Right? Yeah, Zipper has it now ready, but now they don't need it as badly. Oh, Chico now with another one? That was quite fast. Already had another one. Wow. KNF has a pulse bomb ready, but I don't think they really need it, and I don't think if they can really reset right now with the payload this close. Oh, there's the rally. This will be a hard fight. They barely get onto the point. They use both support ults now. They use the Dragon Strike as well. They need to do everything to hold. Zipper gets blown up by the pulse bomb. Purpose is alone there. Gets taken down as well. Violet takes 1 person down in that fight, but still gets a rest up, and that is the capture for them. They get every point there. Woo.
I mean, again, not a bad defense, not a bad time bank for Rygen eSports to walk away with. I mean, from both perspectives, both of those are manageable. Team Stellar were able to hold Rygen for just over 3 minutes on the first point. But, you know, if they complete King's Row, that's an amount that they can live with defending it on round 2.
Yeah, I would say they could be satisfied with the first hold, and then the 2nd point just went out of hand for them, and then in the 3rd one they regrouped themselves mentally and all that stuff, and just got back into the swing of things, and could take a bit more time off of them.
I'm going to have to again put this down to a bit of a communication issue, because there were a couple of times throughout that defensive round Designer would either push forward or just charge right out of his team, and in that situation with a Hanzo throwing so much damage from so far away, you can't send so many resources to go look after him when he goes forward like that. And there were many times where his team were just not with him, so I think just a conversation didn't happen that did need to happen, where he was maybe like, guys, I need support going forward. I just didn't see him getting too much of that. So I'd sort of highlight that as one of their bigger problems. And, you know, maybe regroup a little more efficiently, you know, understand when the fight's lost, do your hard reset, make the most of the time you have, and definitely don't throw away ultimates.
Yeah. Yeah, they played it definitely well at the start, and then I think he will wish to have that Earth Shadow he used in between back, to be honest, but you can't get those things back. There's no redo here.
I mean, it happens to everyone.
Yeah,
You
of
know?
course.
I'm not trying to pick on the guy.
No, I don't want to pick on him. It's just kind of sad that it happened, and especially in such an important moment.
Yeah.
I wish it wouldn't have happened to him either, but that's the sometimes that sticks with you, unfortunately, and sadly for him, it stuck with me that Earth Shadow was a bit off there. But he tried to get enough out of that as the whole time, and now they're just pushing in there, trying to get something. Oh, Niffle gets a pick off on Coldress, and their Riptire takes down 3 instantly. Oh, that is unfortunate for them.
What a play from Niffle.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had my eye on that trap, wondering who'd stand in it. Unfortunately, it was Coldress who died just by being too low HP. That trap just took him out.
Yeah. Oh.
The Zarya should be farming energy off the Junkrat, who in turn should be able to put out so much damage and just build up a really fast Graviton, but it doesn't seem like that's working so well for them.
Oh, there is the Coalescence now. They're trying to push into Transcendence. Countess gets an Earth Shadow. There's one getting picked off by that, but it doesn't really look like good. Chico. There's a Deadeye now. Oh, Coldress goes down because the shield broke there, unfortunately for Coldress. And looks like they're just picking the people off with the Supercharger now, and that looks like it's going to be a reset again for Team Stellar. Doesn't really look good for them right now.
They do have a point pick. There are some positives, and with regards to ultimates, Rygen eSports threw everything into that defense, and there's a really important pick for Kira. This is what they need to take this point.
Oh, Surge gets the pick in the backline. That was good. The whole hog is in there as well. Could push them off. Gets a pick with the whole hog. Okay, now the sound barrier is there as well. Perhaps they're expending a bit too many resources, I would say, for that push, but it's going well for them. It's going well for them. KNF is holding on there, gets taken down now as well with the hammer, but Niffle has a Riptide already. This could get interesting as soon as Niffle is there.
I feel like the sound barrier might have been a little bit overkill, but they got that point.
Yeah.
Great.
They need the points now.
Now it's about time. You just gotta steamroll, push through.
Yeah. Chico, oh! That Graviton there! Not really much going through the Graviton. The Coalescence was a bit late probably there. Looked like it, but still doing a good amount of damage. Got 2 picks out of that.
And they're pushing the payload.
Yep, they're pushing the
They're doing
payload.
what needs to be done. It's a long walk back for Rygen eSports. This is what we need to see from Team Stellar. They're committing to the fights what they need. They've still got 2 ultimates coming to this next one. If they can get the Zenyatta in that shadow, that's game over.
Yep, definitely. Oh, they got the Zen with that Earth Shatter! They get the Zen! Do they get KNF as well? Yes! No, KNF still survives there. That's the Earth Shatter. Surge is the only one in that Earth Shatter. That's fortune for them. Surge gets pushed in there. They hit the rocket barrage. Unfortunately, it goes into the shield. Doesn't really get much out of that one.
I think a small error in judgment there.
Oh, 2 down there as well, yeah.
On the side of Kira, I feel that Barrage could have been used a little more effectively. A little unlucky. I could see what he was going for. It could have been a big play. Maybe just a little unfortunate.
Yeah, it was definitely unfortunate. What I gotta say, Stellar are showing... Oh, Kira gets picked off there again. What I gotta say about Team Stellar right now, they're pulling the trigger. They're just not showing any indecisiveness. If they need to do it, they're just pulling the trigger. And I think that's the right motivation they need right now with this... With the match point against them right now.
Exactly. They do need to be taking these chances, going for these big plays, and it's really nice to see a team that is presently under pressure, still able to rally and make those maneuvers.
Violet gets picked off there. Shield just broke down the moment as Violet got hit there. Niffle goes down now. They need to fight. Now it's even again, and the whole hog goes in there. Doesn't really get much. The charge misses barely. KNF gets 2 picks, 3 picks off there. Oh, this doesn't look good right now, and I think that was just as the coalescence was starting, or did I miss that right now?
The thing is, they've got a few combos with the Graviton Surge coming up, but Coalescence is a big one, and in a losing fight like that, when you've already lost 2 or 3 people, and you've got a Graviton Surge about to happen, I just don't think it's the right play, especially coming into 6 ults.
Graviton, there's the Transcendence now. There's a Riptire coming in, there's a Sound Barrier, they still survive. The Earth Shatter goes into the back line. Zipper gets taken down, and Designer goes down as well, but still they're holding on there, barely. Coldress goes down as well, now the only 2 tanks are left there. KNF is doing his worst to take down the tanks there. And they get another pick there. KNF is holding on right now. KNF was carrying that fight, to be honest, with those shots. Whoa. That was quite nicely done there, let's be honest.
Yeah, Graviton a little unlucky not to catch anyone more than the Zenyatta. You did burn 3 ultimates, you kind of evened out the economy a little bit.
Oh, they are shatter into the shield, unfortunate for him there. The Rocket Barrage gets 1, unfortunately the Zen just watches out, Big Boy watches out and just takes the pick there on the... And there's the Graviton, 4 are in there. Oh, that Fire Strike takes down 2 at once, and then they clean up the rest there. Whoa.
So, I'm gonna have to say another communication issue. If the Pharaoh was able to just say to Zarya, hey, I'm about to go for a big grav, you know? Hit me, big barrage, hit me up with a shield. That, you know, he could have gotten a little more value out of that barrage.
Okay.
He would have gotten more than just the Mercy. Could have maybe gotten Zen and McCree, and then this would have been a different game.
That was a great Dragon Strike, but I thought it would be the other one, to be honest. That was a good Dragon Strike, took a few down, but I still was kind of expecting the other one with the Earth Shatter there.
Yeah, I mean, Rygen eSports, they were the favorites going into this match. I think the scoreline reflects that. I don't think Team Stellar played badly at all. I think they have a lot of positives to take away from this. Also, when a team sort of like your older brother team, you know, Stellar's always been told to me that they're the sister team. So there's also a bit of pressure going into that, you know. These are the guys who kind of coach you, they help you get better. So, I mean, there's also a lot for Rygen to do to make sure that they don't let their little brother just, or their little sister just turn around and beat them, especially in a game like this when you're going for, you know, the season champions. So
yeah,
it was really good to see.
Yeah, that was definitely a good matchup. Both teams showed a lot. Stellar looked sometimes a bit unfortunate with some positioning stuff, and they were still doing a good job, let's be honest. Both teams gave it their all in this matchup. It just looked a bit unfortunate sometimes that there was one little mistake, and that kind of just screwed the whole match in favor of Rygen again.
I think, you know, Team Stellar had some really exceptional players. And
Definitely.
it was just that a little bit of luck. You know, they could have used a little bit more. I saw a couple of opportunities where they played well, but other than that, I think overall it's a good game, and I think the scoreline is fair based on how both these teams performed. I don't think we got to see all of Rygen in this match, and I'm excited to see them in the coming game.
Yeah, so it was a 3-0 for Rygen eSports versus Team Stellar, and for us in the stream team, it was a pleasure to cast this game for you guys. I was Alenville and Ghastly, and I think we'll both say goodbye, good night, good day, whatever you have. Bye.
Cheers, guys.